Hello everyone, welcome back to the URA Round 7 of the Austrian Grand Prix. You join us today for the second half of the season. Yes, we're now at the halfway point. We're back with another thriller at the Austrian Grand Prix. After last race, V2, we're back to his winning ways. We are unsure who's going to win this race. We've had a few different winners this season, and yet we're wanting to find out who can win the championship. But before that, we will have an interview with Toro Rosso's driver, Ajax. So Ajax, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Right, you've had a decent start to the season, but what do you think of it?
I've had better starts to seasons, but I can't complain about not getting points. So
Yeah. And where do you've had a few ups and downs, you know. You didn't finish the last race. What position does this put you in going into this Grand Prix? Because you know you've got to get some points in. Because has it been like you said, the start you didn't want exactly? This second half of the season, you've got a lot to recover. What would you say about
that? Yeah, the rest of the season is going to be a massive push to get some good points because we're not in the best position in the standings. So we'd like to be up more. So yeah, this race is going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to fight hard and try my best.
Okay. And where do you think you can finish in this race?
Anywhere in the top 10, hopefully.
And yeah, so constructors wise, obviously Pro Hogwolf is your team leader. What's it like under his management in the team?
It's good. It's very lenient. It's very, I wouldn't say quiet, but not as strict as others. If you get me. So he's getting all the positive points, and yeah, he's just a whole round good guy.
Fair enough. With that, thank you for speaking to us today, and we hope to speak to you maybe after the race if we can catch you.
Yeah.
Alright, well that sounds good. Anyway, good luck in the race today, and yeah, I hope you enjoy your race.
Will do, thank you.
So we just got to speak to Ajax there. He's the Toro Rosso driver, and so far it's not gone his way. We will find out if it does go his way in the second half of the season. So currently we have 15 people on 20 drivers. I will run through the championship standings with you before that. So let's get them up. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race, I can assure you that. I can tell you that for sure. We've had many thrillers in the Austrian Grand Prix in the past, and I'm sure URA can bring you that today. So throughout the first half of the season we saw Blaze Exposure take 3 wins, and it's been a bit of an eventful start for him. You know, it's getting very close in the championship, because right behind him is Phoenix Honorati as well to join at the top, and V2 will be most definitely going for that win. after winning 2 races in a row there, but we'll see who comes out on top. The driver's standings currently stand: Blaze Exposure, Phoenix Legend, Honorati, V2 Dr. Chemistry, the Jocko Irish Gamer who did retire a few races ago, Callum McKeon, JTS Chase, Pro Hawk Wolf, Iox, LP Smoke, Ionax, Vin JBS03, which is me, I've retired from League Racing now, Sonic HDG, RBRL Vivid, Anix Bot, Dark Raptor, Will Booty, CRG, Senpai, Rabicol, Pinedale Jamie, MRC, Cheesy Train, Maiden, Logx, Def, King Homer, Josh Ledux, and Cube Crusher. We are getting underway, I believe, within the next 5-10 minutes. And that will be a 30 minute, a short qualifying, 18 minutes long, and we will have a 50% long race. Who are in the lobby is Phoenix, Dark Raptor, Dr. Chemistry, Pinedale Jamie, MRC, Cheesy Train, Maiden Rocks, Iox, Blaze Exposure, Mr. Snipes, Callum McKeon, who is the leader of Red Bull. He's had quite a decent start of the season. CRG, Combat, Mighty Moon, Typical, and that is it so far. We're hoping to get 5 more people in. If not, then we will hopefully get a good race from this. Guys, looks like we're about to get underway for the Austrian qualifying. We will see who can come out on top on the front row. So qualifying has officially started for our races today. We'll find out who comes out first in a minute though. Coming out as well here. We'll take a look behind these McLarens. It's going to be interesting. Going to get a bit of a turn. This circuit is not going to get quite a turn all the time. We could do the fastest lap time here. Reserve drive by the CIP Stallion. Had a weeks ago in Monaco. Leave both weapons and now I want to travel and find out who's got set up. Tell them here. Fight First one out on track, he'll have clear space. There's no cars in front of him. However, he has got a Haas behind him. I doubt the Haas will get a turn. It's quite far away. Push from him yet. We don't know, but if this is what he's doing, Blaze currently six. Out on his outlap again, Blaze exploding. Another lap. 3 tenths behind to get 9 through the start climb. Right, he could get a decent lap, we're about to see. He's gone wide there. Willie's lap time being validated. We're going to see this again. Willie's being validated. It's not what he needs right now. Currently sat 2 seconds behind. Oh no, it's 2:10. He's put 2 tenths of it, but it was invalid. Massive hit. He's jumped up 3 there. 4 tenths behind. On track currently, we've got Blaze Explosion, Olympian, and Mr. Snipes. They want to extend his lead 110 far behind. So improvement. 6 minutes remaining now, we've just gone to 6 minutes. A lot of drivers having their lap times invalidated, rather struggling to pack limits from. Oh, he doesn't wait to the corner. Quite a tricky corner, this. Another driver in P7 sits 1.5 behind. Red Bull not doing too bad, but is it worth not being? I'm not sure, but CRG, he's not doing. He's doing quite well. You know, with CRG last season, he wasn't in P5. He wouldn't have been around there, and he's had such a change of he's come in this season. And he's really proven he's proved that in the last few races. He's fifth right now. Yep, I think this is nice. Made him up on an outlap. Quite a slump lately, and now he's back. He won in Monaco and he's won in Bahrain. Hopefully see him. Hopefully we might be able to see him win again, but I doubt that could. I don't know. I'm not gonna doubt him. It's gonna be interesting. I think we've got a really good battle coming up. Definitely, why is it one of my former teammates? Still hasn't put in a lot. Can you get a good qualifying here? People with penalties coming into this race is J.R. Riley, and I believe I'm not sure who the other is. 1 minute remaining. Everyone will be coming out for the shootout. Who can get pole here in the Austrian Grand Prix for round 7? Lap in 300ths of a second into his explosion. He managed to beat that lap. Yeah, Phoenix puts himself off. We go for another lap with a minute remaining. We're about to see 3/10 off puts him in P4. He does go for another lap. Will he get onto the front row? See, Blaze Exposure and V2 out on an out lap. See if there's anyone coming at the line. Fine lap, see if he can get himself above the 8. Many drivers starting their lap now. We'll go down to Phoenix. He's on another lap, I believe. Well, he's gone off there. On his lap time from that. Limits up. every bit of the space he can, but he went wide there. I think his lap time has been invalid. Not lap, and 3 tenths puts behind Blaze Exposure. That puts him in P4. FBI set off for third place. He won't be on the front row. Can anyone beat V2 and Blaze Exposure? Exposure is coming around this final lap. Goes wide. Enough. Engine leads by 3 tenths to V2, 104.3. V2 with a popular start, wasn't enough though. Like brilliant for this car ahead. What a close qualifying we've had on absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say battling, but pushing for that pole position Blaze had P1 from the start. So Blaze Exposure takes pole, and joining him on the front row is V2 followed by FBI, Phoenix, Cheesy Train, Iox, Dr. Chemistry. Didn't get to read the rest, but we're going to have an interesting race here. It's going to be tight in those first 2 corners. Will we see any dramatic moves as the cars line up on the grid now? So we had an absolute amazing performance from Blaze Exposure and V2 and FBI. Phoenix 3 tenths off, not a bad performance to say. He did 1 lap. I'm going to see who can win in this race. We're waiting, and all the drivers are on the grid, ready. Blaze Exposure starts and gets away on the formation lap. So warm up the tyres. Let's see. Blaze Exposure followed by V2, FBI, Phoenix Legend, Cheesy Train, Iox, Dr. Chemistry, CRG on another great qualifying performance. He has Callum McKeon behind him. Quite a bit of pressure there for him, but you know, we'll see if he can fight and can he get a few more places up. The man from Scotland, I think he's one of our youngest drivers in the league. As Dark Raptor follows behind Mr. Snipes. Nowhere to be seen is Maiden Rocks. Maiden's had a tough start to the season. He hasn't finished a race yet. Could this be the race he can finish? He's had a tough season so far with his team. Been quite a bit of changes. He seems to have settled in. You know, the Haas in P11 and 12. They only stand on 2 points at last in constructors. See if they can get any points today. They start from P11 and 12. And some positions ahead, so points is right in front of them. Phoenix left, hold on. I don't know what's happened to Phoenix, hold on. Oh dear, no, this is good for him. All the drivers line up on the grid here. Blaze will be on the front row, followed by V2. Gonna see who can get that position in P1. Will Blaze be able to retain it? Will he not? We will find out. As everyone lines up now. From the back. One left. 5 red lights. And away we go here. Someone jumped the start. I think that was Mr. Snipes. He's jumped the start. He's going to P1 now. Will be a drive-through penalty for him as he leads the race. I thought it was Maiden even. Blaze Exposure in second place, followed by V2. V2 might be... Can he get ahead of him here? But Maiden got a jump start there. It's not great for him. He will have to serve that drive-through penalty. We see the pack looks jumbled up at the back there. Can we get a look out on that? Someone spun, I'm not too sure who that was. Let's watch on from V2 as he's right behind Blaze Exposure. I'm guessing we'll take the lead. Matty Mumu has taken quite a few positions there. I'm not too sure if he's... I don't know. I definitely know Maiden jumped the start there, so it's interesting this. CRG's lost 2 positions. McKeon's dropped down to 3rd from P9. Not what he needed starting from there. Cheesy Train has a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Iox. CRG's now out of the race. V2's losing a bit of time to Blaze Exposure, but Maiden still has that drive-through penalty to serve. We're in lap 2. He's not pitting yet. Blaze Exposure does lead. It's not a great start from him. You know, he's having a tough time at the moment. It's not going well. His teammate, however, does stand in P7, which is great. Him absolutely brilliant. Columns in P6 now. He's made a few positions up. I'm not sure if there was an incident then, but FBI has got ahead. Maiden pits. Everyone will jump a position, I believe. Let's see where he comes out now. Yellow flag in sector 3. I believe there's been an incident somewhere. It might have been. Oh, that's Iox. He's going slow. He's lost his front wing. Not too sure what's happened there. But he's lost his wing. It's not the performance he needs. I haven't had a great start in the first half of this season. It's not the recovery he needs for the second half. Cheesy Train is out with CIG. Typical picks. Blaze. I mean, V2 locking up there. He's 5'10", sat behind the Exposure. It's going to be a tough battle. They're keeping up with each other. Definitely going to be close. Dr. Chemistry sat right behind FBI. Dr. Chemistry is in a Red Bull sandwich at their home Grand Prix. You know, there'll be a lot of pressure on those Red Bulls today, and currently they're not doing bad. P3 and P5. V2's been given a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, and Blaze Exposure gets the fastest lap of the race, a 108.0. Can he keep that? He will get an extra point. Currently, as it stands, he will be on 26 points. So Mr. Snipes up by 5 positions there, which he currently will get 8 points, which would be a great debut for him and his team. Maiden's up in P8, up by 4. To say he had a jump start, he hasn't come out at a bad position, to be honest. I mean, will he keep it though? He's got Dark Raptor and Iox behind him. Iox, as we know, is one of the quicker drivers as well. V2 is right behind. 2/10. Will he go for the overtake on the next straight? Will he make a move now? Don't think it's enough for him to make the move. Blaze goes wide here. This could be a crucial moment. V2 loses a bit of grip. His back end slides out, and now he will drop behind. He'll have to try again on the second straight. Will it be enough to get the position? Here it is. V2 is catching on Blaze Exposure. Is he close enough? I don't think it's enough. These two are absolutely pushing each other to the limits. I think we're going to see this throughout the whole race. Three tenths behind. He's getting closer. He's V2. There's not really any way you can overtake unless you're already side by side after that third straight around here. I mean, you can make a move into this next corner as we head into. I don't know what corner that is, but this one here, he could make a move. It's not close enough. He'll have to wait till the next straight. Blaze Exposure, not a bad exit there. He's got DRS, he's 4 tenths behind, 3 tenths, it's ticking down like mad. We head into turn 1. Getting a bit of a scuffy exit, but he will be gaining. Will he go for the move here? He's catching again. I don't think it's enough. Interesting battle behind though with FBI. He'll have a lot of pressure from Dr. Chemistry. Dr. Chemistry goes for the move, a bit like Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen earlier this year in Formula 1. And is it enough? Only it's vice versa. Ferrari trying to get past the Red Bull. Chemistry goes for the move. Has he got it? We'll see the very close side by side here. Ooh, it's close. He doesn't squeeze him out. There's contact. They've touched. FBI goes for the move. He's keeping it around the inside and out of that corner. He takes the position. Absolute thrilling battle we're getting here from these two. But is V2 close enough on this straight again to get the move on Blaze? I don't think it's enough. We'll see. As he goes quite wide, does V2 there. A lot of people getting penalties and getting caught out around here. Not close enough here. 3 seconds is the gap from FBI to V2. That's an interesting battle here as V2 gets closer, but it isn't close enough. So we'll go to Dr. Chemistry. He's catching. Will he go for the move again? He doesn't go for the move that time round. V2's catching again. It isn't enough. At least I don't think he'll go for the move there. He'll have to leave it for another lap. His tyres. If he sits behind him for any more, his tyres will be wearing. And watch FBI and Dr. Chemistry. A huge battle between the top 4 here. This Phoenix in 5th place. Battling off Callum. A lot of battles in this top 6. And in P7 and 8 is the Haas's. And they're not too far from each other. Focus on the main battle though between these 4 drivers. Blaze and V2 battling for P1, and for the last spot of the podium, Dr. Chemistry trying to get past FBI. What a battle and a show we're getting today here in URA. It's not close enough again, the number 2 car there. He's got it. Oh, he's side by side with him. Blaze Exposure went wide there. He's feeling the pressure. Will he be able to stick it around the outside though? Is it enough? We've seen. Oh, V2 locks up. We've seen this battle with FBI and Dr. Chemistry a couple of laps ago. Blaze Exposure holds the lead, defends beautifully there. V2 will have to settle for that position. So it's 2 tenths behind. Pinedale Jamie about to get lapped. Could this interfere with the battle? His teammate is in a battle for P1. This is crucial. Maybe his teammate can back Blaze. Maybe lose a bit of time so V2 can get ahead. We'll see. Will it be fair? Will it be 50-50 here? We're not sure. Blue flags are being waved now for Pinedale Jamie. Pinedale Jamie hasn't really had any. He's had a few good races, but this time round he's in P12 again. This is the race where he made his debut. Randall James just doesn't interfere, but sends V2 having to go to around the outside, while losing quite a bit of time. Go back to the FBI and Dr. Chemistry battle, and to separate a bit. It's interesting, it's lap 9 out of 36 here. Blaze Exposure still leads the race. What a race we're getting from the top 4 drivers. You know, these 4 drivers who could possibly win today, but I think our main eyes to keep an eye on is Blaze Exposure and V2. These two absolutely pushing each other once again. Is the Silver Arrows close enough on this second straight to possibly get past him? He has a terrible exit there. He loses the back end of the car. He's got DRS, but I don't think we're going to see an overtake from these two anytime soon. Dr. Chemistry is looking for a way past. He doesn't have DRS, but they both have DRS even. Sorry about that. Goes around the outside. Will he go on the inside? No. Oh, he does. He's still got it on the straight here. FBI will be defending hard. The P3 around the outside then on this third straight. This battle I could watch all day. Is absolutely tremendous. V2 gets another 3-second time penalty. Watch the aggression is V2. He's got a lot of time penalties and lots of many others have as well. Randall Jimmy has retired from the session. He joins MRC Cheesy Train and CRG and Cheesy Train both had good qualifying sessions, and it's a shame to lose them two from the race. There's now 11 drivers left in this race. 11 drivers who will give us an absolute show here in Austria. Is he close enough? I think he's going to look for the move. It isn't enough. He's just not close enough here. FBI quite slow out of there, just enough to stay ahead. V2 is close again. I think we might see him get ahead, possibly on the main straight. DRS he will have available to him. FBI gets a bit of oversteer there. Dr. Chemistry will be catching though, but we're going to go back to the Blaze Exposure and V2 fight, because V2 is right on him. He's hot on his heels here. Can he get ahead of him? I don't think it's enough. Can he get a decent exit out of there? He's not done bad that time, as Dr. Chemistry's gaining. He's got the DRS. He's tried looking around the outside, but the FBI defends really well. Second straight, I think we could see him go for the move again like we saw a few laps ago. However, he didn't get ahead, so let's hope he does. We'll see. It's brilliant racing here, as I keep saying. Tremendous battles. It's not close enough to take position. We'll have DRS again. That's oversteer on the exit there. Looking for a way ahead. Going on down the park. Game's lost. Time to Phoenix. Two Hasses sitting P7 and 8. This is exactly what they need. Good second half to this season. If they can keep this up throughout the season, that'd be tremendous. Switch round for the next 9 races, including this one. Maiden gets a bit of oversteer back then, but Dr. Chemistry is right behind FBI. Will be able to get him on this lap. A lot of drivers getting close, but not close enough to take the move or take the position. Blaze Exposure gets a 3-second time penalty. I think this is something I have to look into. Dr. Chemistry goes wide there. We're going to look into the incidents so far this race. Jump start for Maiden Rocks and Matty Moo. I believe this is a debut race for him. Not good for them too. Not good at all. The Welsh driver he's recovered alright, he's recovered okay, but is it good enough? for his team's expectation. He is the team leader. He's had a switch around since the last race, and is it a switch around in this second half of the season? Is it enough to get out of that bottom tier of the constructors? You know, they sit in 10th place. Does the team? We'll see. As we're gonna look over to trying to find V2. V2 has received Jesus, a lot of exceeding track limits and multiple warnings on this. Many people exceeding track limits. Dot Chemistry gets oversteer again there. FBI has pitted. Yeah, he has. This is his teammate. Exit. Oh, not his teammate. V2 has pitted and he's right behind Colin McKinnon. It's not. Colin might defend quite hard as Iox is retired again. It's not the second half of the season he needs. Virtual safety car is deployed. This could play into Blaze Exposure's hands very well as V2 has to slow down. He needs to push, and Blaze Exposure come in handy for him. Can he retain his lead? He does pit this lap. Let's see. Matty New. We're gonna see who has pitted. Find out. Yeah, Blaze Exposure does pit. Stops. The people who pitted is Blaze Exposure who's about to pit in. Will he get a decent pit stop? We're gonna see. Has he lost a place to V2? I don't think he has. He's got Callum right ahead of him. Is Callum going to defend? He tries to move across. V2 has to go wide. Yellow flag in sector 3. We're going to try to see what's going on there. I don't think anything's really happening. Not sure. Let's go back to this battle. The Red Bull at his home Grand Prix. They currently sit P3 and 4. They've both stopped. Callum hasn't stopped, but his teammate has. As V2 gets it and the overtake done on the inside. Callum will be coming back. We make it around the outside. V2 tries to push him wide. There is contact. No damage though as he runs wide does Callum. Blaze Exposure. He's pitted. He's 2 seconds to the car behind. In the long run though, Blaze will have a lot. He'll have fresher tyres and a bit more pace. Can he retain the lead? We've seen wheel-to-wheel battles with him. Going back to Dr. Chemistry, 3 seconds behind as Phoenix is pitted as well. Catching Dr. Chemistry here. This guy P4 didn't really, he dropped a few positions, but got back up. Close enough. There's not many battles going out, but Phoenix is the... I think Phoenix could get ahead of Dr. Chemistry. This could interfere with a few battles here because FBI, Dr. Chemistry and Phoenix have all pitted. And Phoenix can get ahead of these two. This could be an absolutely amazing battle for those podium positions and possibly the win. We'll find out. 20 laps remaining. Phoenix goes for the absolute lovely move on the inside there. Dr. Chemistry is going to come back. Will it be enough? I think he's going to settle in behind him. As Phoenix Legend, another nice overtake from him. Seen some great racing here today as Blaze Exposure gets the fastest lap of the race. He's on for 26 points. Here, a 107 he's had now. We saw his qualifying pace. Phoenix Legend beats that with a 107.3. This is tremendous performance from him. He starts to chase FBI. This Red Bull at their home Grand Prix, can they do it? And he does. Mr. Snipes has been given a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Stop go, I'm not too sure. Maiden has dropped the position to Matty New. What's happened there? Maiden spun. He's off the track. He's going to have to be quick about that. Drivers are coming around quick. He's managed to get it going. Has he got any damage? I think he might have some on the front wing. I'm not too sure. He's let Blaze exposure by. He's going quite slow. I don't know if he's got damage. He's pitting. Yep, he's pitting. Oh no, he's staying out. He's staying out. Could have been a bit risky there. V2 is a bit more behind. Haas have just slipped up out of nowhere. They've just got a stop-go penalty, and Maiden's just spun at the same time as that happens to his teammate. Is there any battles currently going on? Dr. Chemistry's gaining on Phoenix. Legend here. Current world champion in URA is Phoenix. Dr. Chemistry gets a 3-second time penalty. A lot of time penalties are happening here. Amazing racing going on. Can he get the move on this lap? Can he take back position? Maybe take a fight to FBI. Callum's needs to pit really. He's going to lose a lot of time and pace here. He doesn't pit soon. He's in P3. His teammate's 5 seconds behind. How old is Callum's tyres? I believe. Oh, old. I believe he's on soft tyres, so he'll need to pit soon, surely. Unless he's going to go onto the super softs after this and possibly get the fastest lap of the race. If he can steal that point off Blaze Exposure, the man who currently holds the fastest lap, an extra point would be crucial to his championship. If you haven't already, guys, go check out our Twitter at United Racing. Got all the results and the highlights up on there. Matthew and Maiden have made 2 stops. I'm not too sure why he's pitted. Maybe he's pitted for super softs. That's a bold strategy. You know, with 17 laps remaining, it's quite a bold strategy here. The tyres getting through to the end. Is he going for the fastest lap? Because, you know, he's 44 seconds behind now, but if he's in the top 10, so his laps will count. Well, his fastest lap would count. Can he do it? An extra point to his name and his team would be brilliant. Gonna go back to Chemistry and the Phoenix battle. Phoenix sits 9/10 behind FBI. Dr. Chemistry sits 4/10 behind Phoenix. Callum gets a 3-second time. A lot of drivers getting caught out by this. By the track limits, can we see a tremendous battle? We've seen many already. Austria really does provide in our league. We've seen amazing battles in the past. Number 25 goes around the outside. They touch wheels. He's on the inside of the Red Bull. Can he do it? In front of the home crowd for the Red Bulls. It's not good for them. As Phoenix gets ahead of FBI and puts FBI into P5. Phoenix defending off the inside as Dr. Chemistry will be sitting behind this, possibly finding where he can make a move or looking for someone to make a mistake for him to leapfrog the 2 or maybe 1. Battle for P4, what could essentially be P3. If Callum does pit, Phoenix has got ahead. V2 has got another time penalty. It's 2 seconds behind Blaze Exposure. Dr. Chemistry gets ahead of FBI there. Gets oversteer on the exit, but FBI still holding it at position. Can he get him into this corner? He might go a bit wide. Mixed the fight back there. Dr. Chemistry, as he went wide, he had the inside line on the exit. Faster exit, but FBI will be pouncing back. Will we see him get ahead of him as he goes around the outside? Will he be able to defend off? Shoving each other wide. These two have been battling all race. What a race performance from these 2 drivers. Incredible. FBI's lost 2 positions there in the space of 3 laps. But what a battle we're getting today. V2's 2.7 seconds behind. Callum is I think he's losing time. Phoenix is catching very quick. It's very, very close for that P3 position. If FBI can recover with Dr. Chemistry on lap 22 out of 36, it's going to be an interesting battle for the podium position. Phoenix obviously does need a better second half of the season. He's been consistently on the podiums and consistently battling for Callum McKeon. Has he got it again into this corner? He's got ahead of Callum McKeon. Callum McKeon goes wide, tries sticking around the outside. It isn't enough. Phoenix heads down. Straight again with Callum McKeon on his outside. The Red Bull is here. They've got to do well. It's their constructors. It's their home Grand Prix. As Phoenix makes the move and keeps it there. Looking down, Callum McKeon has Dr. Chemistry right behind him. Behind him is FBI. FBI obviously has been defending quite well. He did get ahead of Dr. Chemistry earlier on in the race. Callum McKeon, there's been contact there. Callum McKeon has spent off in a spin. He's lost his nose cone. We'll have to pit now. That could have possibly lost him. Possibly P5, maybe P6. Will Mr. Snipes get ahead of him? I don't know if he will, because he's having to have a nose cone change. I don't think he will anyway. Just fitting the nose cone now, down at the Red Bull pit box. Away Callum sets off once again out of the pit lane. Not what he needed there. I'm sure that will be looked at by the stewards after this race. The FBI is sitting right behind Dr. Chemistry. Dr. Chemistry is losing time to Phoenix. He's 2 seconds behind him now. Phoenix, can he catch the McLaren of Blaze and V2 Combine, the Silver Arrows? To possibly take a win or a higher position on the podium as there's contact there. FBI hits him. He's pitting now, he's Dr. Chemistry. Not sure what they're strategy. He was on the super soft, so I think he's gone on the super softs again. No, he was on the softs. There's been a bit of a glitch in the game there. But we'll look at that. Sorry about that, guys. It's coming through 2 pit stops now. I don't think he had wing damage from the earlier incident. He might do. I'm trying to see if he has. I don't think he has. But FBI will need to push. He might feel the threat here. He's on the medium tyres, so his tyres will be warm. But he has got wing damage actually. Interesting. So he got wing damage from making contact with Dr. Chemistry. Yeah, he's got a very impressive debut here from FBI. I'm sure his team leader Callum will be very impressed. He pits now, this is going to be interesting. Them two might be close on the exit. Is he changing his front wing? Not sure. Just gonna get a look into it now. Pits. Yep, they are changing the wing. I think Dr. Chemistry could take the position of P4. He is on super soft, so will he be able to push to get to Phoenix? And don't think he will. Although Phoenix is catching V2. As Dr. Chemistry does get ahead of FBI. Will his teammate? I think they could be battling. Will we see team orders, or will we see a safe game here? Not too sure. These two at the home, well, it's their team's home Grand Prix. So all they'll be wanting to do well as Maiden lets the drivers by. He sits in last place, 52 seconds behind. The car ahead there. We're gonna look at the gap to the leader for him. He's 1 lap down, he's been lapped. And an absolute debut performance from FBI. My driver of the day probably would go to, I think, for my driver of the day, I'd have to say Dr. Chemistry or Phoenix. You know, we've seen some smooth battling from Dr. Chemistry's. You know, he's held off FBI. There've been some interesting battles, and he's been constantly there. And he gets the fastest lap as soon as we're talking about him. A 1 minute 6.4. That will put him on 13 points to his constructors championship. Dr. Chemistry doing really well here. Phoenix is losing time. There's 2 seconds. I wonder if he made a mistake somewhere. Or maybe it's just the tyres he's pushed. He's on the soft tyres though, so I'm not sure. Dr. Chemistry has a 2 second gap to Blaze Explosion. V2 is still sat behind Blaze. I don't know if we'll see them two battling towards the end. V2's tyres are younger. I think they're younger anyway. I'm pretty sure they are. No, they're older by a lap. But yeah, he's locked up a few times. I remember he locked up when he tried looking for the move on Blaze, so when he pushed towards the end, he's low on the RS currently. Lap 28 of 36. There is 8 laps remaining in this race. 8 laps could be a thriller. We hope to see. Let's see. Blaze Exposure. He's a bit of a slow exit there. And he, you know, is Blaze extending his lead? I think I've got the name muddled up a few times now. A lot of action going on. I'm getting muddled up with names. We're seeing an absolute thrilling race here. One of the best of the season. I think Monaco was a highlight to watch as well. We had the wet weather. We had quite a lot of wet races this season. I feel like a little bit wide. Callum sits behind him. I don't think he's got the pace to keep up. However, Callum is on super soft. Interesting, very interesting race. Remember to join us all for more action every weekend, every Saturday at 7. 9 races left. If you didn't make the race, check out our YouTube where we will have the highlights. All the previous races are on there. And the Twitter does have the results. Let us know down in the comments who your star driver of today was. Driver of the day. You know, we've seen some top performances here. There's not much really going on track. However, I think there is a battle brewing. There's Matty on his debut in P8 in the Ferrari. To get ahead of our other debut driver in the Haas car, Mr. Snipes. Will he be able to defend off? Around the outside, there's contact. Ooh, it sends Matty wide. He will have a time penalty. Oh, Blaze Exposure gets another time penalty. Controversial that move. I think that will have to be looked at by the stewards for definite. Let's see if anyone takes it. Yellow flag in sector 3. Let's see what's going on mid. And has he spun again? Oh, he's got wing damage. hasn't gone his way. He had a bad start. He got recovered in a decent position. It's just got worse and worse throughout the day. 6 laps remaining now. Yeah, not a good day for Maiden once again. Hopefully, let's see if he can finish this race. He is a very, very talented driver. He's going to be talented. Not had the best start he needs. So Maiden is one of our oldest drivers in the league. He's also been in the league for the highest amount of time. V2 now getting ahead of the car on the blue flag. Phoenix isn't managing to keep up. Not much really going out on track currently. FBI's dropped 2 positions. Phoenix has gained 1 position. I think my driver of the day would go to Phoenix. He had a bit of an average start. It wasn't brilliant, but he's recovered very, very, very well. You know, we saw him get ahead of Dr. Chemistry and FBI, and he's just, he's keeping that position. He's entering the pit lane. I think he's going to go on super soft, see if he can beat the lap, well, the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, which currently stands at 106.3, which is done by Dr. Chemistry, I believe. Can he keep his P3 position? Dr. Chemistry's coming out the last corner. The FBI's got another 3-second time. Many drivers getting 3-second time penalties. I don't think Dr. Chemistry will be able to take a battle to him. He sits 5 seconds behind. And Phoenix will be on fresh tyres. He'll be getting ready to get that fastest lap of the race. If he does get the fastest lap of the race, where he currently stands, he will have 16 points. 3 seconds to place exposure V2. He's had a very good race. We saw some amazing battles at the start. So if he can take the win, I don't think he can. He's been kind of sat in this position, looking at the Ferrari, at the McLaren even, quite far up ahead for a while now, but I'm not going to underestimate him. V2, we've seen him win. You know, we saw him win in Monaco, we saw him win in Bahrain, back to his old winning ways as Phoenix. He's had quite a recovery this race, and he's trying to still find his first race win. He hasn't had one yet. He did get one. I think it'd be great for him. He's had a lot of podiums. Current reigning world champion, 9 races ahead of him. Can he get another championship? V2's pitting his tyres. I think he's going to go for his super softs. Everyone's going for that extra point. That extra point is 15 points throughout the whole season. It'll be really interesting. Do let us know who your driver of the day would have been. It's Phoenix. He isn't close enough to V2. I don't think there'll be another change in the grid for the rest of the race. But we've seen a tremendous battle throughout the majority of this race. Interesting starters. Maiden jumped the start and he's now a lap down. And yeah, it's been a tough race for him. I mean, he's in P9, but we've had 5 drivers retire. He's 8 seconds behind his teammate on his debut. I think his teammate's just got the Xbox One console with the game, and he's had an absolute thriller. These 2 very good friends as well. So I'm sure the communication between them 2 will be very good, and We'll see. I think we could see some battles between the two Hasses, which could be crucial as Blaze pits for super softs. There's 2 laps remaining here. And we'll see who can get the fastest lap. He did have the pole position in qualifying. Phoenix gets the fastest lap of the race so far. That is a point to his name. Currently would stand on 16 points out of this race. He's had a nasty entry and exit there. It's 9 seconds behind V2. V2 1.9 seconds behind Blaze. I don't think it's enough for him to take the win unless Blaze makes a bit of a mistake. We could see a nice battle. I believe it would be Blaze's first win. I think it's 5th round. Would it be? I believe it is Sochi. Might have been. But yeah, guys, for all the results, check our Twitter as we head into the final lap of this race. Blaze Exposure led from lap 1, led from the start of qualifying. Well, he didn't lead from lap 1. Maiden obviously jumped the start and took P1, but essentially he's led the entire race. Blaze. Car number 69 of that McLaren. He's been such an impact on this championship. I think we're going to see more races like this in the future. More battles, hopefully. I think it's going to be an interesting title fight between V2, Phoenix Legends and Blaze. These three have really shown what they're capable of this race with talent. We've seen some tremendous overtaking from Phoenix, Dr. Chemistry and FBI. As Callum McKeon will settle the 6th place. We come out the last 2 corners now. Blaze will come across the line to take P1 here as he wins his, I believe that's his 4th Grand Prix win and his 1st Grand Prix win since Sochi. And V2 takes 2nd place, followed by Phoenix in 3rd. He must be happy with that performance. Absolute brilliant battles throughout that race as Dr. Chemistry comes across the line. Takes P4. FBI in P5. He's lost 2 positions, but I don't think he should be ashamed with that debut. He's had a tremendous race there. And Dr. Chemistry with penalties finishes in P5, so that does move him down. FBI does take P4 in, then he loses 1 position. FBI, what a race from him. What a race we've had throughout many of these drivers. Blaze Exposure taking another win. Wait for Matthews to come across the line. He comes across the line in his debut. Takes P7. Not a bad race from many of those drivers today. And I think we've had a tremendous race here in URA for round 7 here. I thank you all for joining us today as we watch the podium here. Blaze Exposure on the top step. Not the first time we've seen this, and I doubt it will be the last either. I think we'll see him on that step for a while. He's very quick around here. Maiden has put in his team charts, yes, I finally got points. He'll be absolutely thrilled with that result. I mean, it wasn't great racing from him, you know, he made a few mistakes. But Haas team, a decent recovery is what they need in the second half of the season. So as it stands, Blaze Exposure, Phoenix Legend, V2, FBI, Dot Chemistry, Callum, Matty, Mr. Snipes, Maiden, Iox, Dark Raptor, Pindell Jamie, Cheesy Train, CRG. Disappointing race from him. It wasn't the best. It wasn't what they needed. It really wasn't what he needed. He's had a lot of great races this season from where he came. I mean, I think we're going to see possibly better performances from him in the future. A rising star in URA, and we hope to see him stay. But Dot Chemistry takes another. Dot Chemistry, sorry about that. Blaze Exposure takes another win. We're going to try get an interview with one of these drivers. Let's see. Can we get one with Phoenix? Maybe Blaze Exposure. We're going to try get an interview with someone. If we don't, I'm sorry about that. There will be something on the Twitter, I assure you. Let's see if we can get an interview with Blaze. He's won once again. He's absolutely having a brilliant season. Tremendous from him. See if we can get a few words from Phoenix. Maybe even FBI. Let's see. I think any of them are joining currently. We're gonna try get an interview before this end of this race. Well, before the end of the stream. But I must thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed all the action here in URA, and I'm sure there will be many more in the future. Tremendous racing here, and Red Bull finish P4 and 6 at their home Grand Prix. Let's see if we can get words from the Red Bull team leader, possibly. Gonna see. Don't think we're gonna get words from anyone, but we've had some brilliant racing, spectacular. I've really enjoyed that race. I think there's a lot for these drivers to take from that. FBI does join us. Are you okay to have an interview with his FBI?
Sorry, I didn't understand you. Sorry.
Sorry, hold on. Hold on. Can you just speak again?
Hello, guys.
Would you like
Hello,
to?
guys.
FBI, what a debut race! Is it your debut? I'm sure is it your debut, that race?
I drove last week.
Oh,
SBCF.
Jesus, what a mistake from me. Well, a brilliant performance. I must congratulate you on that. You drove really well. Battles throughout all
Thanks.
the races. Can
Thanks.
you just sum up the race from your point of view? Oh, do you want to include your audio, by the way?
I have done it, so no problem.
Okay, that's fine. So, what? Could you just give us a summary of your race from your perspective? Because you've raced very well today. You know, you've an amazing battle with Dr. Chemistry and Phoenix. I think, you know, you and your teammate, you must be pleased.
Yeah, it was a good race for Red Bull, and P3 in qualifying was also very good, so I can be happy.
Yeah, fair enough. I think. Where do you expect to come in the next Grand Prix? Because a performance like that, I think you can be fighting for maybe a win or a podium. Because you and your teammate you're definitely up there. I think you stand a good chance. Maybe even you could go for the constructors. Is that in your title contentions?
Let's see in the next races. Next race is Brazil, and left Brazil, so maybe podium is can get it.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to us. And thank you for putting on a great race. And we hope to see you in more amazing battles next week.
Also, bye. Thanks for the interview.
No problem. Well, guys, that sums it up for URA round 7 here.